Hey, good evening, everyone. It is awfully late here, but I wanted to make sure we got this out to you guys. Last week, we talked about what a bad day looks like. Now, here's the fun thing about that story is that week started off with a really good day, and I was going to take the footage from that, put it kind of together, and make it a kind of an action trail video thing for us to talk about something to do with MS and good days and mix it up with some action shots. That didn't happen because that bad day or that good day led to a bad day that led to like four more bad days that I got no production done. This week went a good bit better. About halfway through, good days started coming, and so we've taken some time and wanted to talk to you about good days. So to do that, we're going to jump to me at the trailhead from the video that I was going to show you, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. This time we're going to let the cameras run on the trail, and I'm going to talk to you about what good days can look like and why they're so important, and really, how you can fall into a sabotage routine of your own good days because you get so frustrated and just so depressed from the bad days. And I want to encourage you to not do that. So let's get out in the woods and see what nature's got out there and show you what some the North Carolina trail scene looks like. So cut to you at the trail, Chase.
All right, today another perfectly legal trail. This one's Kernersville Mountain Bike Park in Kernersville, North Carolina. Oh, not far, it's halfway between Winston-Salem and Greensboro. I'm riding the full suspension today. We're actually gonna give it a little bit of a workout this time. And well, actually, I already gave it a workout, but I'm trying to give you an intro. There it is. Let's do it. That did not sound good. Too many gears at once.
Bad days, man, they suck. And they suck so bad that you could really start forgetting that the good days are even coming. One bad day makes you a little less likely to see a good day, and so the next day, even though it wasn't as bad as yesterday, you still look at it as bad, if not worse than the day before. And before you know it, all you're seeing is bad days. Um, and it's really easy to get to the point where even if you could get up and have a good day, you don't want to. But why? Why fight? Why aim up? Well, that's because there are good days. What a good day can look like with MS, well, it's kind of tricky for me to explain because I've never known life without MS. Um, it's hard to describe what normal feels like and know that it is actually what normal is supposed to be. But I can say it's what people seem to describe as waking up from a good night's sleep. I rarely experience that, but sometimes I do have a day where I wake up and I'm alert. Time is moving slower because I'm experiencing more of life 1 second at a time because I'm enjoying it. My mind is extra sharp. I'm focused. I'm excited to be alive, and I'm excited for the opportunity of the day. I aim at specific goals and I accomplish them. I'm awake and I'm present for my family. I'm not distracted by aches or pains. The world feels less overwhelming. I find ways to empathize and encourage those around me, and arguably, most importantly, I make good decisions that set me up for success in the future. I get out and I exercise. I take an extra moment to do something like preventative maintenance on the house so I don't have to fix the thing under pressure when it breaks later. I take time to read. I spend some time in scripture with God. I even pursue artistic outlets and act on good ideas for those arts. Like just instantly, as oh, you know what? I've got an idea to weld something together and make it some kind of high art, whatever. Like I think of it and then I go do it because I have the energy in reserve and I'm spun up. I feel like what I'm doing in the day might actually matter to somebody or something. Now that you get the idea of what it feels like, let's talk about what it actually usually looks like for me. It's a catch-up day. I've typically, if I'm having a good day, one of the reasons I notice it's dramatically good is because I've had so many bad days leading up to it. And if I've had so many bad days, that means that I'm spending most of my good day just trying to do the things that I needed to do that I couldn't do because I was too tired to do them or too foggy to do them or whatever. There's plenty of things that I should do that I don't do because I simply procrastinate, but there are other ones that I don't do because, hey, I forgot my meds and that day I fell asleep at 6 p.m. and I was just dead to the world till the next day. Either way, on the good day, I tend to try to assemble all those things that I should have done and I procrastinated on, or I should have done and I was too tired to do. And now I've got this mountain of tasks that it's impossible because you were going to do them little bits at a time each day along. Now you're trying to cram them all into one day because you don't know if tomorrow is going to be any good. It's just not going to work. You can't get all that done in a day. It's just, it doesn't happen.
Now we get a break for a little bit.
This is something I really wanted to get to in this video. It's that it's so easy to wake up on a good day and ruin it by focusing on how much you have to do to catch up. And then it's easy to start thinking about why you have all these things to do and how it might not matter if you catch things up because the next 5 days could be bad days, and in a week the to-do list will be even longer than it is today. You got to avoid that. It's a good day. It's a blessing. Good days are blessings. And if you spend the whole day thinking about why you have bad days and that MS sucks so bad, you're going to put yourself in a headspace to where that good day is going to completely pass you by and you won't have experienced any of it. It's kind of like when you're in the car and one of your favorite songs comes on the radio, but then you start focusing on like, wow, this is really crappy traffic today. Man, why isn't this guy going? And before you know it, the song is ending and you were like, I completely missed that really good song that I love that could have spun me up today because I was focusing on stupid things that I have no control over. Well, this is one of those situations. You don't have control over the good days and the bad days to any great extent. You can do things to help set yourself up for better days, even when they're bad, but those, with MS or with any kind of major illness of any kind, there are going to be days that are beyond your control, and it's okay. It sucks. It certainly sucks. But it is okay. On the good days, this is where having the ability to adjust your time horizons is very important. It's very helpful because you're looking a week out and you're saying, yeah, I've got this good day, but you know, by the end of the week, I'm probably going to have another bad day and it's going to be terrible. No, tell you what, if that's the way you're looking at it, look to the end of the day and say, at the end of the day, I'm going to say this is the best day I could have had. Because then it's manageable. And if that's not it, like if you've got till noon, I bet I can run this till noon, and then heck, the illness might take back over and I'll be sunk again for the rest of the day. But until noon, I'm going to make this the best day I can. Go for that. And if it's not noon, then it's the next hour. And if it's not the next hour, it's the next 10 minutes. Whatever you can do to where you see your time horizon in a way that is manageable and you can set an aim and hit it with reasonable probability, just do that. That's adjusting time horizons. That's what's going to get you through the good days without wasting them or missing them, or waking up at the end of the day going, oh my gosh, I slept today because I could have. Or no, that's not a good example. That's a terrible example. Is waking up at the end of the day saying, all I did was sit around and look at my phone because I kept waiting for the next shoe to drop. And the shoe never dropped, and I didn't get anything done. Now you feel like a whole lot worse of a person, don't you? But you don't have to. And if you lost a day because of that, mistakes happen. It's okay. Wait for the next one, because good days are coming. Bad days show up, but good days are still coming. They're out there. They happen. It's usually a miracle or some accident at some point, but
looks cool now though. Wow. Gotta appreciate those trail fairies. Those guys are awesome. Clearing trees, covering ruts, carving new trail when we can. Those guys are great.
When they happen, soak them up as best you can. No doubt about it. One of the ways that you can work on capitalizing on a good day, in a moment, when you wake up, you've got 1,000 things you know you need to do. They're all good things to do. So prioritizing them can get really tricky. If you're overwhelmed, if you're starting to feel like, oh, there's so much I have to do, just stop thinking and real quick look around the room or around the house and find one stupid simple thing that you know you should do and give it a try. For me, like taking out the trash.
And the bridge.
Let's say you take out the trash.
Very nice.
In the process of taking out the trash, you go through the garage. You throw the trash away, close the lid, and you say, wow, I got that one done. On the way through the garage, though, it looked like that could use tidying up, so you start to tidy up the garage. Now you're working on that for a few minutes. As you're cleaning things up, you see the tools that you know your neighbor needs for a project that he's working on. He doesn't have the money to buy them. You knew you had them around, but you didn't know where, so you go ahead and you pick those up, and you take that opportunity to go visit your neighbor and drop off the tools. You take the tools over to your neighbor, and you happen to notice that while he's grateful and he's got the tools he needs, truth is he needs a helping hand as well. You've got time, you're feeling great, it's not going to take long to help out on this project. You go ahead and say, hey, I'll help you out. As you're helping your neighbor, you find out that they're at a point where they're at an all-time low in their life. They've got nobody to talk to. They were feeling so down and out, and just how thinking that life's just not worth anything, when that doorbell rang and you restored their faith in humanity. Now they're spun back up. Now they spin up others in the same way you just did, and it all started with taking out the trash. Taking out the trash. If you can keep your eyes up and not focus on why your life sucks, even little things like taking out the trash will lead you to a situation where you see another opportunity that leads you to a situation that takes you to another good opportunity. And before you know it, you made the neighborhood brighter, because that poor soul was having such a tough time, and now they're spun back up and they're doing stuff for their neighbors. Chain reaction, ripple effect. It's an amazing thing, and it's all within your power, especially on a good day. It's even in your power on a bad day, but we're not going to go there yet. Good days, if you capitalize on them, can be great days. And when you have a great day where you come away saying, wow, I actually made a difference in the neighborhood, that makes it that much more likely that tomorrow, even if it's worse than today was, even if you start having a bad day, that stuff's not going to stick to you. It's going to be like you're coated in Teflon, because when you are doing good for others and you're aiming up, you get a momentum, just like the momentum you get when you're spinning down, but the other way around. On bad days, you can feel so bad, and we talked about this earlier, that when good things come along, you'll still miss them because you're just aiming down. But on good days, when you do some good things, you start aiming up and you start gaining some rocket momentum heading up. And then those things that weigh you down on the bad days, they don't have the strength to pull you down. You're trucking. You are a freaking, what is it? We got dragon heavy right now. You're dragon heavy, and you're dragging a freaking satellite of goodness. I don't know. That sounds cheesy, but we're going to go with it because that's what it is. And you should be looking forward to that. You should be enjoying that. And now, at least the next day, next couple of days, or any day you reflect on this good day, that day that could have been bad isn't gonna be, or at least it won't be as bad because you did some good today, and you know you're capable of it, and you know the world was better for it that day. Keep aiming up where you can. At least quit looking at yourself when you're having a bad day, because that's how you get your eyes up and you see the little things like taking out the trash. And it can be, it can be so many small things. It can be telling the lady at the counter at the McDonald's down the road, hey, you did a great job today. I saw it. I've been in line. You're so cheerful. And I know nobody's thanked you for it, so I'm going to thank you for it. Little things like that, I'm telling you, just cause this ripple effect. You should try it out. You should definitely try it out. Oh, it looks like I'm finishing up the trail here now, so I'm going to go back to me and let me take over for me at the trail and give us a sign out. Pretty sure I sign out at the end of this. I don't remember now. Let's see what happens.
Almost there. Here we go. Look at that. Make sure we leave enough energy to get out of the creek. All right, coming up on the creek. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kernersville. Tons of fun. Back to the garage.
Thank you, other me. Bad days happen. And they can hit so hard that they'll, gosh, man, they can make you feel so bad about life in general that you stop wanting to even have good days because you feel like they're fleeting and they're just going to pass you by and you're going to be robbed of it. And that little bit of joy and hope being taken away is worse than not having it at all. If you're at that point, please reach out to somebody. And if you don't have somebody to reach out to, drop a comment. Say something. Speak to somebody that wants good for you, because we got to help each other in situations like this. It doesn't make sense. If you endure enough bad days, a good day happens to show up. It just does. It's mathematically impossible for it not to, right? So keep trudging even when you can't. Like, bad days are bad, okay? Deal with them as they come. Don't let the good days pass you by because you were so busy rolling in self-pity from your bad days that you didn't even look up and enjoy the good one when you got it. Good days are coming. Good days that are going to be so good, they'll make you forget all of the bad days that happened between the last good day and this good day. Hang in there. Endure for those, because they are there. They do happen. And if you're having a bad day, and we talked about this, find a little thing to do that you know is right, that's within your power to do. There's going to be something, and if you don't see it, you're not looking small enough. Find something tiny and watch what happens when you do it. You never know. It might just be the trash bag in the trash story. Or at the very least, it was you being victorious even in a bad day. And that's pretty good. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. As always, get a doctor that you trust, make a plan, and execute. Have a good night.